guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be playing with the new James Charles and Morphe palette to unleash my inner artist. I can't do it. I'm not even gonna try. Anyways, so I wanted to do like a more neutral everyday wear look that you can wear to work. I feel like more of the everyday woman is going to be wanting to do something like this. But I still popped in a little bit of color, added a little bit of green in here, and I really love the way that this turned out. It's just really pretty, shimmery, and kind of blown out at the same time. So yeah, don't mind my voice. I've been sick since basically Thanksgiving and still on. Like, I've been coughing nonstop since. My husband's coughing. So if you can hear him coughing in this video, I'm sorry. I will edit all the times out where I cough. I'm sorry. It's another reason why it's been a long time since I filmed something, because I just haven't had the energy, haven't had the voice, and talking like this strains my voice. So I've been holding off. But fingers crossed, I am finally kind of gonna get over this crap. So anyways, if you want to see how I got this look, go ahead and keep on watching. I'm going to start off by priming my eyelids with MAC Painterly, and then this is just a little kabuki brush. It came from a kit I got on Amazon years ago, but I love it to put my eye primer on. Now I'm going to go into the Morphe James Charles palette. Again, I kind of went back and forth on this one because I don't know if I see myself using all of these colors down here, but then I was like, I don't have a palette like this, so it might be fun to have the option to have those colors. So I don't know. That was my thinking. So the first color I'm going to go in with is this one right here. I kind of wish this one came in one of the big pans, but this is Punch Me.
Right? Yeah, Punch Me. It's kind of an interesting name. I would think maybe it would be Pinch Me, but to each their own.
I'm going to take my big JH30 brush for this part. And I'm actually going to grab my M124 brush. God, I wish Morphe would just print the names onto their palettes, because I mean, they've got the space. I'm going to take the big white one here called Flashback. Okay, I'm going to use Flashback to just highlight my brow bone here. Now I'm going to grab my R37 brush. And I'm first going to go in with code James, and then I'll add a little bit of 10% off. His names. At least he had fun, I guess. So this one is code James first. Now I'm going to grab a little bit of the 10% off and just deepen this all up over here. I'm going to start placing this down onto the outer half of my lid. Now I'm going to go in with the color T right here. It's kind of this greenish brown shade. I want to kind of dive into more of like the greener colors, but not go like super green. I'm going to use my E17 brush from Morphe. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start stamping kind of like a winged liner-ish situation here. And I just barely wiggle it to try to blend it out. I'm gonna grab the the R37 brush again, and just kind of go over the edges of the T shade. Now I'm going to grab my M124 brush, and I'm going to grab the shimmery green color called Guac. We all love that guac. I'm going to start with the brush dry because I want to see how well it performs dry. And I'm just going to kind of, ooh, okay. I don't know what I'm doing with this look. I'm just kind of playing around. I don't really have a plan. I'm going to take a tiny bit of my finger and just right here, ooh, yep, intensified it quite a bit.
I swear like half the time in just getting ready to do, or just doing my makeup in general, let alone filming, is looking for the right brush I want to use.
So I'm going to take the JH41 brush and I'm going to go in with the color Wig. It's the deep bronzy gold shade. Bronzy gold. It's not quite bronze. I don't know, maybe it is bronze. I don't know. And I'm going to pop this on top of guac, or right next to it, not on top of it. It's not really going on super pigmented like I am used to with the Morphe shimmers. I'm going to try it with my finger and see if that helps. Okay, that helps. It's not as pigmented as what I would like. I'm going to try wetting the brush, see if that does any difference. I'm just going to spray my Fix Plus into a cap here so I don't have to use as much. Things cost as much as they do. I don't like waste. And it definitely helped to intensify it. I just was hoping for a little more. I'm gonna go in a little bit with the dampness on guac. See, that one is like, now I'm gonna go in with the JH42 brush. Guys, I didn't get the James Charles brushes because I just bought the Jaclyn Hill brushes. I'm like, I can't go and justify spending that money on another brush set when I have all of these that work amazing. So that's why I didn't get those brushes. The next color I'm going to go in with is Face. I might take a little bit of So Good right here and use that to blend it in. Maybe that'll give me more of the pop I'm looking for. Taking Face, I'm going to pop it more into the inner corner area. I'm going to take a little bit of So Good as well. Might as well. Let's see how it goes. Very golden. Give me a little more of what I was looking for. Now I'm going to grab my M432 brush, the liner brush, and I'm going to grab the dark brown over here. It's right above the black, called Benny. And I'm just going to use this to darken up my lash line. Okay, so we're going to move on to Face, and I'm going to prime my face using this new Stellar Brilliant Primer. I heard good things about this one, so I wanted to try it and see how it works for me, just being that I am oily. I always get nervous with these more silicone-y, slippy primers. Okay, one trick that I have picked up on here recently, and I had tried this before and I didn't really like it before, but now I kind of do, so it just goes to show that like your skin and your preferences can change. I'm just going to take this E41 brush, and then this is the Lancome Long Time No Shine powder, and just going to take a tiny bit and tap off the excess, and I'm just gonna dab it on to my face. And I think maybe that was the issue I had with it before, is I maybe used too much powder. You just use a tiny bit, just enough to kind of take away the shine. And then before I go into foundation, I want to clean up the sides here, but I want to do it with a concealer because I just saw Amy's makeup box do this trick and it looked really, really pretty when she did it. So I'm like, I want to try that. I just want to see how well it works. I'm going to take the M170-4 brush. It's an itty bitty concealer brush. So I recently picked up the Dior Face and Body Foundation, I think is what it's called. Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. It's a water-based foundation, kind of a lot like the MAC Face and Body Foundation is what I've heard. I haven't used that one personally. I heard really good things about how well this performed. It's like, let's give it a shot and just see. I'm just going to use the JH03 brush to blend this out, because if you use this with a beauty blender, it sucks it up like nobody's business. I have been liking this foundation quite a bit. It's really easy to like layer it to get a more full coverage situation going on. And like you can see my chin's having an issue right now. What's new? So I'm gonna need that. But it builds up without caking up, which is really nice. So now for concealer, I'm going to go in with the Cover FX Power Play Concealer. And I have been liking this one quite a bit as well. But a little bit goes a long way, so like I don't even like swoop it over as much like I used to. I'm just going to take my damp beauty blender. This is an actual beauty blender because lately Morphe has kind of switched up the texture of their red sponge, at least the ones that I picked up at Ulta, and I'm not super happy with it. I'm not happy with you right now, Morphe. Why'd you mess with my sponge? Not cool. Notice that under my eyes, I'm going to take the JH07 brush and my Makeup Forever H104 powder. And I'm just going to stamp this down. And then I'm going to take the JH01 brush and of course my Rimmel Stay Matte powder. And I'm going to use that to set down the rest of my face.
That's good.
Okay, now to bronze. I'm going to go in with the Marc Jacobs Fantastic powder. And I'm going to use the JH02 brush to bronze. Okay, and then to contour, I'm going to take these two shades from Makeup Forever, the two contour shades. And I'm going to use the JH05 brush. And I mainly take the lighter shade and just mix a little bit of the deeper shade in. And then I also got the JD Wadey and Lexi 182 nose contour brush. I'm going to take the smaller side first on the lightest side, the lightest shade. And I'm just going to draw 2 lines on the side here. And I draw one underneath, and then we'll run it right on top of the tip of my nose. And then I'm going to take the fluffy side and blend it out. And then I take a little bit of extra and just take a little more on the sides of the nose. Voila, new nose. If you ever feel like you go too much with that, you can take the brush that you kind of set your concealer with and just kind of dab over it. And I feel like that, at least for me, really kind of helps to soften up that nose contour. And then I also, on the subject of that, take a little bit of that and clean up just right under the bronzer and the contour situation. Then for blush, I'm going to take this Hourglass Ambient Lighting brush in the color Radiant Magenta, and I'm going to use the JH04 brush, and I focus more just right on the apples of my cheeks. I feel like that brings me more life, and then I work it back. And then for brows, this has been like my all-time favorite brow pencil, like ever. It's topped everything. I've used it a million times before. You guys have seen me use it. But it's the NYX Precision Brow Pencil. Looks like this. And it has the tip that's long and skinny and flat.
That's good.
Okay, I've actually been using like the soap brow technique too with brows. But I do the soap on the brows before I even start with my eye makeup and whatever. Then it has time to set, and then I'll go over and fill it in with the brush, or with the brow pencil like you just saw. Okay, now for mascara, I'm going to use the Caution mascara from Hourglass. This is just a little sample that I got. And for lashes, I'm just using the Ardell Wispy Lashes. Nothing super crazy. I just want more of like an accent. And now to finish up the lower lash line, I'm going to take the JH38 brush. It's the little itty bitty pencil brush if you want to not wash out my hand in the brush. And I'm going to mix code James and 10% off again. And then on my Morphe M431, I'm going to take that color T again and deepen up the outer half. And I'm going to take this JH37 brush. It has nothing on it. And I'm just going to run that under the eyes. It helps to blend it a lot more. At least I think so. And then I'm taking this M213 brush, itty bitty brush. I'm going to take this color right here called Ring Light. And I'm going to highlight under my brow bone here with it, just slightly. Also going to use it to highlight my inner corner. And I'm going to go ahead and use my Slay All Day setting spray from Gerard Cosmetics. And then I'll take the Caution mascara again, and I'll put this on my lower lashes. And then for highlight, I'm going to take the Dior Backstage highlighter palette. This is a really pretty highlighter palette. I saw it in store and played with it. I'm like, shoot, I'm going to have to get this. Anyways, I'm going to take my Anastasia A23 brush. I'm going to start out with the golden color and just pop it right there on the tops of my cheekbones. Oh, it's so pretty. And then I'm going to take the bronzy shade and go underneath it. Kind of do like that Huda Beauty contour palette technique. Take the pink, take it more towards the apples of the cheeks, just a little bit. And then I'm going to go in with the white. Boom. Just a tiny bit. Like, wow, that's highlight. And I always take the brush I used for under eyes and go over that area again, just so it's not like so carried away.
Some people are probably watching this going, really? That's not carried away? Really? Really?
Alright, and now for lips, I'm going to take the MAC Cream Sheen lipstick in the color Hot Gossip. I just got this, just discovered it, played with it at Nordstrom, and I fell in love. It's like the perfect everyday pink. Okay, you guys, so that is it. That's my completed look using the James Charles and Morphe palette. I wanted to do a more neutral look that you can wear every day with this. It's a little more work appropriate, but it still pops in a little bit of color with that green that still kind of like unleashes your inner artist-ish. Sure, but yeah, I really like how this turned out. I like how the green really plays on my green eyes, and the gold kind of brings out the more yellow tones in my green eyes as well. So I think it turned out really pretty. And I have been enjoying this palette. Like I said, I went back and forth on this if I wanted to get it or not, just because I'm like, really, am I going to use those colors? But it is kind of fun to have them in my collection nonetheless. So if you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a big ol' thumbs up. Leave any comments, requests, questions, anything down below. Subscribe, join the Allie Ann clan, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.